you missed it over the last couple of days, this brilliant video that's gone viral on social media of Jenrick, who is now a vigilante, tackling fare dodgers on the London Underground. It's quite a thing. Have a watch.
Excuse me, do you think it's all right not to pay? Seriously, why do you go back through the barrier and pay? Do you want to go back and pay like everybody else? Do you think it's all right not to pay? Why don't you go back and pay? You can say off as much as you want, but everyone else has to pay. You're carrying a knife, you say? Nearly 1 in 25 people using London's public transport aren't paying for it. So there's 8 officers down there, but 1 minute away, that gate's wide open. It's also just annoying watching so many people break the law and get away with it.
Or at least most of it.
Right, should we go over here to these guys here? Excuse me, gents.
Hello, hello.
You're on camera, mate. You're bang to rights.
Just step to the side.
All right, thanks very much, guys. It's the same with bike theft, phone theft, tool theft, shoplifting, drugs in town centres, weird Turkish barber shops. It's all chipping away at society. The state needs to reassert itself and go after lawbreakers.
It's like Rupert the Bear getting tough on crims, isn't it? I love it. I love it. Let's speak now to Susan Hall AM, leader of the Conservative group in the London Assembly. Now, look, I take delight in watching that. I mean, look, good for Jenrick. He is highlighting a problem that all too often we're not allowed to talk about, are we? Because if you live in London, you see it all the time. People just pushing through the ticket barriers. Nothing is done. Once upon a time, if you nicked a loaf of bread or similar, you were hauled off to Australia to create Asbo Island. Now, if you're a fare dodger or a petty thief, it's just, oh, well, let them get on with it because, Lord knows, you might stab someone up for challenging you. But this is a real problem, isn't it? Because Transport for London staff have been told they don't need to intervene to stop fare dodgers. Of course, TfL overseen by Sir Sadiq Khan. If they're worried that it wouldn't be safe to do so, well, that's pretty much everybody, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. And it's getting worse and worse. I don't know if you use the Underground, Alex, but
yeah.
I'm on it. Yeah, well, then you'll see it every day like I do. And it's so annoying. Good on Robert Jenrick, I say, for highlighting something we all know is going on. I've brought it up with the mayor several times, and it's just poo-hooed. I think one of the reasons they tell their staff not to intervene is that one of the gentlemen on the clip actually says he's carrying a knife. The only thing I would say, though, is if there are 8 enforcement officers nearby, I do think then when there's more than one of them, they should actually start going up to those gates and saying, what are you doing?
I couldn't agree more. It's so infuriating. And at the same time, you see people getting onto the London Underground, hoods pulled up, masks on, and you think, well, they've got ill intent. They're not that worried about COVID or not getting their hair wet. They're all-out thugs. What is the solution, though? Because, you know, you do see a lot of high-vis jobsworths just standing there, and some sort of, grotty kid will push through the gates. And they do it deliberately, provocatively, pigeon-chested, you can't do anything to stop me. There tends to be a sort of shared characteristic among loads of these people. But what is the answer? Because the problem is, in this day and age, frankly speaking, they could be carrying a knife, and they could, even if they don't respond criminally by actually threatening someone with that blade, the likelihood is a subset of these people will turn around and accuse whoever tried to stop them of being a racist. Then you end up with people being suspended while they're being investigated and tribunals. And so, it's just kind of easy to go, oh, well, easier to let it ride.
Yeah, I would actually put AI cameras up at every single exit point because it's the same people that do it. You and I, Alex, would not dream of doing it, along with a hell of a lot of the population. But these kids and older people that do it all the time, they are costing a fortune. And the figures we got was about 130 million. I think it's far, far more than that. That's just a guesstimate from TfL. I think cameras should go up so they can catch the repeat offenders, and that way, they can track these people down. These days with AI, they can find out a lot of criminals doing it. And let's face it, if you're prepared to not pay for your fare, you're likely to be the type that would do something else that's equally illegal.
But Sadiq Khan's got no intention of tackling this, does he? Because the problem with Sadiq Khan is it always comes down to the bottom line of it. I can just predict the end result will be, well, certain people are targeted or fall victim to being prosecuted for this disproportionately.
Yeah, I know, and we've heard it time and time again. Believe me, I hear it more than you do, Alex,
I bet you
because
do.
I'm up against him the whole time in City Hall. It's so frustrating because if those of us that pay our fares on this particular instance then constantly watch other people not doing it, it just builds up massive resentment, and that's half the problem with everything now. When we see things going on that we think is unfair, that's when British people get very, very fed up.
Oh, we do get fed up, and we know that there's a two-tier system, and especially when it comes to the transport network, it seems to me that, you know, certain people pay and other people get to ride for free and nothing's ever done about it. It must be pretty hard trying to bring this up time and time again with Sir Sadiq. On that, let's stick with the topic of your, I was going to call him an arch nemesis. Maybe you're his arch nemesis, but the London mayor, with him saying, well, look, we need to scrap we need to legalise cannabis. We need to scrap the laws that says that, you know, people can be prosecuted for carrying cannabis. Because guess what? Ethnic minority communities are prosecuted or face inspections or stop and searches a lot more than white people. I mean, to me, it just seems once again that Sadiq Khan is saying, oh, well, because certain people break the law, let's just get rid of the law.
Well, the thing with Sadiq Khan, he has never approved of stop and search. He's never liked it. And the truth is, stop and search is a very, very important tool for the police to be able to stop people and see what they're carrying, whether it's knives or cannabis. The latest report that came out, I think it was yesterday, it says that they're recommending that it's illegal to sell it, but not illegal to carry an amount that you use for yourself. Well, if these police officers now got to think, right, is that an amount that could be sold, or is that person carrying it for themselves? It just puts yet more onus on the police to make decisions that they're then going to be criticised of. I mean, it's just ludicrous, as if we haven't got enough problems with our police service at the moment, or police force, I should say.
Susan, I couldn't agree more. Susan Hall, their leader of the Conservatives in the London Assembly. It drives me mad. In London, you may as well just not have law. You may as well just have lawlessness, because whether it's nicking phones on the street, whether it's pushing through ticket barriers, whether it's possession and sale of illegal drugs, you know, it's just all basically allowed now. And stabbing, that's become a blimmin' national sport, hasn't it?